Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GKToday Academy app. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. The revision PDF are uploaded on this Telegram channel. Now we have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. Now let's start. India's first labor movement museum is to be launched in which state? So this museum will show the history of world labor movement and it will be launched in Kerala. So this is going to be India's first labor movement museum. Now, recently Kerala was also in news as it became the first state to fix MSP for vegetables. Kerala was also in news because of One School, One IAS program. Please note that every year International Labour Day is observed on 1st of May. Bhadravati Rapid Action Force, that is RAF unit, which was in news recently, is the first such unit of which state? So it is the first such unit of Karnataka. Recently, our Union Home Minister Amit Shah laid the foundation stone for this unit. And this is a unit of RAF, that is Rapid Action Force. This RAF is a specialized wing of CRPF, that is Central Reserve Police Force. And CRPF is a part of CAPF, that is Central Armed Police Force. CAPF are under MHA, that is Home Ministry. So in Karnataka, this is first of its kind unit which was set up at Bhadravati. Recently, CRPF was in news because of Rakshita. So Rakshita is a bike ambulance and it has been developed by DRDO, that is Defense Research and Development Organization. A detailed video on this topic is already uploaded on Civils Academy channel. Please watch it. Which Indian Union Minister was conferred with the Sahitya Gaurav Samman award by the Hindi Writers Guild of Canada? So, Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank was honored with this Sahitya Gaurav Samman and it was given by Hindi Writers Guild of Canada. Why he was awarded? Because of his contribution to Hindi literature. Now, India's High Commissioner in Canada is Mr. Ajay Bisaria. Recently, Canada was also in news because of USMCA. USMCA is a trade agreement between United States, Mexico and Canada. It replaced NAFTA. Recently, USA was in news because of Donald Trump. So Trump became the first president in the history of USA to be impeached twice. On 20th of January, the new president of USA will take over. New president is Joe Biden and he is 46th president of USA. Vice president is Kamala Harris. Cornwall, the host of this year's G7 summit, is located in which country? So it is in UK. UK is going to be the host of this year's G7 summit and it will be in June. And since UK is the host, so UK has invited India, Australia and South Korea to participate in this summit as guest countries. What is G7 group? It is group of 7 countries or 7 economies. Previously, it was G8. After the exit of Russia, it is G7. A detailed video on this topic is already uploaded. Please check it from Civils Academy channel. Now, recently, UK was also in news because of COP26. So, it is going to be the host of this year's COP26. COP stands for Conference of Parties. And this is going to be in Glasgow. This is related to UNFCCC, that is United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Please note that there is no fixed headquarters of this G7 group. Prime Minister of UK is Boris Johnson. Mahananda Wildlife Sanctuary, which is going to conduct the bird festival, is located in which state of India? So it is situated in West Bengal and it is going to organize first of its kind bird festival. It will be organized in February month. Now recently one more state was in news because of first of its kind bird festival and the name of this festival was Kalrao and this is related to Bihar. So Bihar organized first of its kind bird festival. Name of the festival was Kalrao and it was organized at Nagi Nakti Bird Sanctuary. Recently West Bengal was also in news as India's first tire park was started in West Bengal. Apart from that, first tram library was also started in West Bengal. Which institution is to develop India's first indigenous flow diverter stent used to reduce the chances of heart stroke? So, SCTIMST that is Sri Kshetra Tirunal Institute for Medical Sciences and Technology, is going to collaborate with Biorad Medicis for 2 devices. So first thing first, the Sri Kshetra Institute is going to collaborate with Biorad Medicis. Biorad Medicis is a Pune-based institution. So why they are going to collaborate? They are going to collaborate for India's first indigenous flow diverter stunt. And second device is atrial septal detector device. Now what is the meaning of this term stunt? See, suppose this is a blood vessel. Blood flow through this. Now, because of say cholesterol, if there is a deposition of cholesterol, the blood flow will be disturbed and therefore there is a chance of stroke. So stunt is a name of device that is inserted in this blood vessel to maintain the flow of blood to prevent any kind of stroke. So for India's first indigenous flow diverter stunt, Sri Kshetra Tirunal Institution was in news. This institution is under DST. What is DST? It is Department of Science and Technology. So DST and DBT, that is Department of Biotechnology, are under MST, that is Ministry of Science and Technology. Present minister is Dr. Harshvardhan. This Sri Kshetra institution is in Kerala. Recently Kerala was in news because of India's youngest mayor. Answer in comment box who is India's youngest mayor and C is a mayor from which corporation. A drawing of which famous comic has set the record for the most expensive comic book art in the history. So it is related to Tintin. A Tintin drawing created by a Belgium artist, Hergé, was sold recently in $3.1 million at Paris in France, and therefore it became the most expensive comic book art in the history. And what is this art? This is the art. This art contains a red dragon on a black background. So this is the most expensive comic book art in the history, and this has been created by a Belgium artist, Hergé, and it is a Tintin drawing. Nazhat Shameem Khan, who has been elected as the President of United Nations Human Rights Council, belong to which country? So C is from Fiji. Actually C was Ambassador of Fiji in Geneva. Name is Nazhat Shameem Khan. So C has been elected as the President of United Nations Human Rights Council for 2021. Now usually the President of this council is elected by consensus. But for the first time in the history of this council, elections were organized to elect the president. So C won 29 votes out of 47 votes. The headquarters of this UN Human Rights Council is in Geneva. Geneva is in Switzerland. What is the corpus of Startup India Seed Fund, which was announced by the Prime Minister recently? So it is a fund of 1000 crore rupees. And this was announced in the backdrop of this Prarambh Summit. So Prarambh was Startup India International Summit. This summit was organized by Commerce Ministry, and for this BIMSTEC was the key partner. This Prarambh Summit was organized to mark the 5th anniversary of Startup India Initiative. So Startup India Initiative was launched in 2016 and recently it completed 5 years. So this Startup India Initiative is by Commerce Ministry. On the other hand, Stand Up India is by Finance Ministry. The headquarters of BIMSTEC is in Dhaka. Members of BIMSTEC are BBIN and TS. Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh. Recently, Bangladesh was in news as the tri-service contingent of Bangladesh is going to participate in our Republic Day ceremony. For Republic Day ceremony, previously we had invited the Prime Minister of UK, but because of the new strain of coronavirus, this visit was cancelled. This time, we won't have any foreign head as the chief guest of Republic Day ceremony. Which country has withdrawn its support of 300 military instructors from CAR? CAR is Central African Republic. So recently Russia has informed United Nations that it is going to withdraw its 300 military instructors. Why these military instructors were in CAR? These were sent there to train the African National Army. But now why Russia is withdrawing them? Because recently there was attack on security forces. In this context, this term was in use and it is MINUSCA. We already covered this term in our last lecture. What is MINUSCA? It is United Nations Multidimensional Integrated Stabilization Mission in CAR, that is Central African Republic. So, in simplest term, it is name of UN Peacekeeping Mission in Central African Republic. There was attack on the UN peacekeeping forces And in this backdrop, Russia has decided to withdraw its support of 300 military instructors sent to Central African Republic. These were sent to train the army of that country. Please note that recently Russia was also in news as it decided to withdraw from Open Skies Treaty. The Central African Republic is a landlocked country. As the name suggests, it is an African country. The capital is Bangui. So these were the most important questions. Now we are going to cover important news events. So first is related to Thailand Open Badminton Tournament. So in men's single category, Victor Axelsen won it. In women's single category, Carolina Marin won it. Victor Axelsen is from Denmark and Carolina Marin is from Spain. Spain was the host of COP25. Next is Kamal Morarka. So recently Mr. Morarka passed away. He was former union minister and industrialist. Next is Vishwaveer Ahuja. So Mr. Ahuja was in news as he has been appointed as the chief of RBL Bank. The headquarters of RBL Bank is in Mumbai. And the tagline is Apno Ka Bank. Next is Somnath Temple Trust. So first thing first, it is in Gujarat. Why it was in news? Because recently Prime Minister has been appointed as the new chairman of this trust of Somnath Temple. Who was previous chairman? He was Mr. Keshubhai Patel. Mr. Keshubhai Patel was the former chief minister of Gujarat. Recently he passed away. That's why this post of chairman of Somnath Temple Trust became vacant, and now Prime Minister has been appointed as the new chairman of this trust. Next is Morel or Gucci. So this is the local name of mushroom which is grown in the Doda district of Jammu and Kashmir, and it is one of the costliest mushroom. Why it was in news? Because a GI tag has been sought for this mushroom. What is GI tag? It is geographical indication. So once this mushroom is given GI tag, then it will protect its identity. Next is India's first air taxi service. So this was started from Chandigarh to Hisar. Like we have regular taxi on road, if the same facility is provided with the help of small aircraft, then it is air taxi. So India's first air taxi service was started between Chandigarh and Hisar, and this was done under RCS Udan scheme. What is RCS? It is Regional Connectivity Scheme. What is Udan? It is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. So it is a scheme of Ministry of Civil Aviation. Next is Manohar Parrikar Off the Record. So this is a book by Vaman Shubh Prabhu. Mr. Parrikar was our former defense minister. He had also served as the chief minister of Goa. Next is the Gaba. So it is name of cricket ground. Actually it is a Brisbane cricket ground. Recently it was in news because India won a match after 32 years on this ground. This is in Queensland in Australia. And with this, India won the series by 2-1. Name of series was Border Gavaskar. And with this win, India is on top position in ICC World Test Championship. Next is January 23rd. So, January 23rd will be celebrated as Prakram Divas. It is the birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And this time it is going to be 125th birth anniversary. Next is Dr. Harshvardhan. So our health minister Dr. Harshvardhan presided the 148th session of WHO Executive Board. WHO is World Health Organization, and WHO has declared 2021 as Year of Global Solidarity and Survival. So these were the most important events. Now test questions. So first question is, which union ministry won the Scotch Challenger Award under Transparency in the Governance category? Second question is, who is the author of book The Making of Aadhaar, World's Largest Identity Platform? Third question is, Ustad Ghulam Mustafa Khan was associated with which field? Fourth question is, the Prime Minister recently laid the foundation stone of metro service and flagged off 8 trains in which state? Fifth question is, Yoweri Museveni got elected as the new president of which country? Actually, he got re-elected as the president. Next question is, which social media giant has delayed the implementation of new privacy policy by 3 months? Next question is, the Prime Minister and the cabinet of which country resigned over the wrongdoings in the child welfare payments? Eighth question is, which organization has released the report International Migration 2020? Ninth is, which country has recently exited from the Open Skies Treaty? And last one is, what is the name of awareness campaign organized by PCRA? What is PCRA? It is Petroleum Conservation Research Association. So the answers of these questions will be discussed if 500 students are going to comment their score. The good thing is that viewers of this channel are too busy. So that was all for the day. Thank you.